to a very special video, everybody. Today we're going to be covering other artists' work. This is going to be a really special episode because I want to showcase people who've actually sent in art. One of the hardest things about sharing your art is the fear of rejection or fear that people are going to, put down your art and whatnot. So I wanted to, before I start the video, I wanted to go over that a lot of these people show the first step of becoming an artist is being able to share your work. And because they're sharing their work, I ask that you be polite in the comments. Constructive criticism is definitely okay, but please no mean-spirited comments, and be supportive. Because when you're an artist starting out, the best thing that you can have is support. And when you have a supportive community behind you, then you tend to make your best work. Everybody's their own worst critic. So as long as you guys aren't bad critics, then you won't have the double of bad criticism behind you. So we'll get started. I just wanted to start off the video with that little disclaimer. Other than that, enjoy the art, leave your comments, let them know, because they will have their social media up. So a lot of everybody seems to have an Instagram or some sort of Twitter, YouTube, so you can definitely find them and let them know, hey, I love your art and I want to start following you. So let's get started. So the first person who sent something in to Otero Studios was Mega Chan, and we're gonna go to his Twitter profile right now. Let me just switch here. This was what Mega Chan sent in. He says he drew about 3 months ago. He personally thinks it still looks good to this day. And yeah, this is his submission for the showcase. It looks awesome. I really enjoy the colors here. Even though I can't really see too much of the color, I see enough where I can tell, high contrast. Looks great. And this is the only piece he sent in, which is okay. He wanted to link to his YouTube channel. So I'm just going to close this here. And this is Mega Chan's YouTube. It looks like he has 152 subscribers as of Thursday night at 8:48. Go ahead and help support his channel. It looks like he has a lot of he has some funny kind of content on here, so definitely check it out. He is an inspiring artist, so I'm really enjoying his art. And if you have any tips or tricks that could help him kind of bring that up and bring it out even more, maybe some shading techniques. That's the only thing I would add to that is just a little bit more shading. Unless you're going for like an animated style, Mega Chan with this style, you'll definitely you'll feel more at home with animation. But I dig it. I like the characters. I especially like this the alien eyes here. It looks pretty cool. So that's the first person up in the artist showcase. Congratulations, Mega Chan. Thank you so much for submitting some art. And now let's go to the next person. Next person up is Checkpoint Show. He's been a friend of mine on YouTube for a while now, since I started the channel actually, and he does some really great art. I love his style. Actually, one of the videos I did earlier this year or late last year, I get the years screwed up, but we did a Venom collaboration where he drew the Venom on pencil, then I took the pencils and started coloring it. So that was pretty fun. But since then, he decided to start a section on his channel called Back to Basics, where he just draws, and it's speed drawing similar to the ones that I have on the channel, but they're really cool. And I'm going to show you one right now, and then show some of his art. Alright, so this is the Back to Basics Mysterio drawing. I won't be showing the whole thing, so we're just going to skip ahead to where he starts sketching. So I'm going to start there. I apologize for the slowness in the video, because I have two computers so close to each other. I guess it's kind of screwing up with the Wi-Fi, so here it goes. Now, you did the sketch here of Mysterio, and he's coloring it. He's grown a lot since some of the first sketches he showed me, but I'll let you listen to some of the audio. Unfortunately, if I play the desktop audio, right from the computer, I get a weird echo. So hopefully you can hear it through the microphone. I do dig purple. It's one of the only colors I can really see, you know, very vibrantly. Hopefully you can hear it. Put the volume up a little bit. So there you go. That's just a little snippet of the Mysterio video. Uh, I really enjoyed it, and definitely check out the rest of his channel. It is called on YouTube. It's The Checkpoint Show. Before it used to be just Checkpoints, but The Checkpoint Show, and he has the Back to Basics. You can check out some of his other content. He does some gaming and just normal commentary stuff. Really great channel, and it looks like he's at 163 subscribers. So definitely check him out, and just let him know that you're digging his art, and just keep that positivity rolling. You know, we got to keep positive energy. And then I'll show some art here. Most likely here at the top, I'll show a little cut in of some of his art. All right. And our third, I think we're at 3. Our third entrant for the artist showcase here is Lauren Sanchez. She sent me this through Facebook. These 2 pieces, it's My Hero Academia. I'm not sure who the second character is, but it looks really cool. But here's Deku and Todoroki. There's not much I can say about her art. It looks great. I would just say keep going at it, and it's awesome. She's also a gamer. She has 2 gamer channels. She has her Twitch, which is Lunasnowflake. Spelled the exact same way you would just the way it sounds. And then she has her Instagram here, Lunasnowflake as well. So you can check those out. And she looks like she just did a marathon of Devil May Cry. I remember the first time I met her at a convention, she was actually dressed as Dante from Devil May Cry. So this is really cool. Thank you so much, Lauren, for sending this in, and hope to see some more in the future. Next up on the artist showcase, we have Jaquan Sullivan McClellan. I hope I said your last name correctly. I met Jaquan at a GameStop, actually. We just talked about comic books and stuff, and we just became friends on Facebook. Really cool dude, and one thing, he is so shy about his art, because the first thing he said is, I don't know if I can really show my stuff out there, and I have to tell you, you have no reason to be scared to show off your art. This is comic level stuff, and I would definitely challenge you to actually put your stuff out there, submit it to Marvel, DC, Valiant, especially Valiant. They're very Valiant's very open about fan submissions, and so if they really dig your artwork, they will ask you for work. So this is awesome. The first one here is Psylocke. Looks great. Love the gray tones. Looks amazing. This Venom, oh, it's just amazing. The contrast here. The only thing I would have done is just added a little bit more gray in the tongue, or even red to make the black pop. This one right here, it looks like an anime character. I'm just not familiar with it, but man, that looks awesome. Definitely, Jaquan, um, don't be afraid to put your stuff out there. This is bar none. Even I don't like to compare art, but even this is even better than the stuff I can do right now. So, um, really great artwork, and I'm honored to call you a friend. Um, keep up the great work, and like I said, submit. Submit to DC, Marvel, Valiant, even IDW. I know they mostly do Ninja Turtles and Transformers and stuff like that, but I can only imagine a Ninja Turtle looking like that. That looks amazing. So, thank you for submitting, and you can find Jaquan. I'm gonna get his social media here. His Twitter is at J6859 JAY6859. He's also on Facebook, Jaquan Sullivan McCallop. If you're interested in getting a commission, or just want to hit him up and say, hey man, this stuff's awesome. Because I'll tell you one thing: when someone gives you some sort of positive reinforcement like that, it definitely will make you feel more confident. And it looks like the only thing Jaquan needs right now is that little push, and just that one person to say, hey man, let's make a comic book together, or do a commission for me. I'll give you X amount. And like I always used to say, once you get paid once for your art, you're already a professional. So, this stuff's amazing. It left me speechless when I first got it. I'm like, oh man, this is awesome. But great job. And again, if you guys like this in the comments, let me know. I can put you in touch with Jaquan. All right. All right. So this is another artist showcase. This is a little special, a little closer than the other ones, because it's my daughter. She is Brooke. You probably saw her in the Dad Jokes episode, but she wanted to showcase this piece right here. I don't know if you can see it too well in the video, but it's a drawing of her in karate school. So I'm guessing over here is her sensei, and then these are the kicking bags. They're numbered for places to hit, and then SMA is the name of our school, Samurai Martial Arts. If you're ever in Rochester area and looking for lessons, they are a great school. Master Sawyer is a great down-to-earth guy, so definitely check it out. And all the other senseis there are awesome. Sensei Lou, Sensei Megan. So big shout outs to you guys for really bringing out the confidence into Brooke. And because even a year ago, she would never want to share her art. So awesome job, Brooke. I'm really proud of you. Keep it up, and hopefully one day you'll be taking over my spot here in this chair. So on to the next. Next up, she didn't have an actual piece to really submit, but she did want a link to her Etsy shop. So this is Art by Diana. She also has a YouTube channel called Art by Diana, or Artfully Yours with Diana. I'm sorry, but Art by Diana here on Etsy. And as you can see, she has all sorts of paintings here, and just a little rundown. Spiritual mixed media arts, paintings, and fine art prints. She's exhibited at the Delaware Art Museum, the Trenton City Museum, Philadelphia Museum of Art, and Times Trenton. So I'm guessing she was in the paper as well. Her name is Diana Ryukas, and you can reach her here on Etsy. She's been a huge supporter on the channel. She's been in the live streams before, and there's not much I can say as far as painting. I wish I could paint as good as this. This is amazing work, and for these prices, for these prints are very, very good. Sometimes painting prints can go all the way up to in the hundreds. So this is really good stuff, especially if you're looking to decorate your room, decorate a man cave or woman cave. So definitely amazing paintings, and I would definitely check out Serenity Art by Diana in Etsy. on to the next. Next up is Raymond Charles. Ray's been a good friend of mine for a while. He's a photographer, and he's actually looking to start to make movies now. So when he wanted to submit, he asked, "Hey, what kind of art are you taking?" And I said, "Well, art is kind of a broad term," and so I told him, I was like, "If it's photography, you can definitely send it in, because being able to capture something with your eye before you capture it with your camera, that's a really true art, a true form of art, and it shows, because in a lot of these images, anybody else, nowadays with the rise of selfies and cell phones, you don't really get that sort of intimacy when it comes to art, or to taking photos. Everything now is this close-up shot of somebody's face or someone doing a duck face. So it's nice when someone takes the time and focus to really get an image correctly. And as you can see in these photos right here, Ray does a great job of capturing, everyday, a lot of everyday shots here. You can find him at raymond.dcharles on Instagram, and then he also has a YouTube channel. I'll link it in the description, because if I say the whole channel, there's a lot of different photography channels and don't want to get confused. And a lot of these links a lot of these channels and, DeviantArt and Etsy's are going to be in the description in case you missed it in the video. But if you have any questions for Raymond, and maybe how to get started with taking photos, because I actually reached out to him when I was looking for a new camera for speed drawings and recording, and he gave me some really good advice. One of the best cameras on the market is a T6i, but there's so many new cameras out there, and sometimes the most expensive is not always the best. And as you can see here, he shot all these with a T6i, and it looks amazing. So if you are interested in getting any photography done, you can reach out to Raymond. He's actually located in Florida now. He used to live up here in New York State, but now he lives down in Florida. So if any of you guys are in the Florida area, I'm pretty sure he's open for, weddings, graduation pictures, wedding pictures, and what have you. So definitely reach out to him on Instagram or through his YouTube page. And on to the next showcase here. All right, and I wanted to that's pretty much it for the submissions for this week. I do have some other ones, but for some reason I couldn't get them all downloaded. So I wanted to end the stream with a kind of a special shout out to my niece, Ariana. She's been working really hard to, get to a spot that she feels comfortable and to be able to share her art. And here she did a Todoroki jumping in the air. I'm going to play a quick video as well so you can check out how she signs her signature. Let me know if it looks familiar. But the reason why I wanted to include her is she's, like I said in the beginning of the video, one of the hardest things about art is getting your art out there. It can be really scary to, show your art to the world. And so when you do show your art and you get positive feedback or constructive criticism, it helps in the end. And I wanted to showcase her art. I told her I was going to do it, but I don't think she was going to expect that I was going to leave it for the end of the video. But here is two images she sent in. Is Todoroki in the air with a laughing till I'm crying emoji, and then the words "I try," and then some random people she drew. And then I'm going to show you the video that she sent me. Yeah, she's a goofball. But let me get that pulled up here and get it started, and then I'm going to switch to the desktop view so you can see it. All right, switching to desktop in 3, 2, 1. All right.
This is my Todoroki. I had to use the markers to make it look like Todoroki.
It's the same Todoroki, she just colored it in, and she used that as reference. Now watch how she signs. All right.
Beat that. I'm kidding. Love you.
Yeah, so there you go. Great job, Ariana. I'm really proud of you. Keep up the great work. And what I would tell you to do, and like I told Aaron earlier in the video, is try to draw from real life. I know it kind of get boring to draw an apple or a banana. Um, One of the things in art school that we had to draw a lot was still life. So we would take an object out in the open, put a light on it, or put two lights, so there's two different light sources, and we just draw that. Uh, it helps you draw texture. It helps you draw what you're seeing. One thing that one of my teachers, Jack Latour, always told me is draw what you see, not what you want to see. So I always used to draw what I saw, and that helped my detail. Now, when I draw detail, it's one of my favorite things to do because it sets your art apart from everybody else. Um, one of my favorite artists is Inoue, who did the Vagabond series. And if you ever watched or read Vagabond, rather, um, it's a very detailed book. Some of the art in there is so detailed, but it's drawn in a simple way, and you could tell that he took years of practicing drawing from real life in order to transition that into a comic book. Even though comic books are, especially this comic is based on a true person, um, the Musashi, uh, the fact that he was able to transition real life to comic book, but then still give it that real life look. And that's why I always say it's important to draw from real life. So, Ariana, if you're watching, definitely keep practicing. I'm very proud of you, and everybody out there in the comments, just let her know how great she's doing. Because I think seeing that in the comments will definitely drive her to get more art out there. But that's pretty much it for the submissions this week. I want to thank everybody who did submit. I was kind of surprised how many people submitted art, but it is cool to be able to show your art out there. So we're finishing up here, and then just a couple more words. Well, I want to thank everybody for watching, and I want to thank everybody who submitted the artwork. I know that this was probably tough to share your artwork out there, and if I did miss anybody, just let me know in the comments. There was such a flood of submissions, either through email, Twitter, and Facebook. That's why I try to limit it to email and snail mail. But some people just rather just send it to me through DM, which is fine. But I do miss things, so I'm only human. Only human after all. So let me know in the comments if I missed you. No big deal. I'm gonna do this every week. I'm gonna try to limit it to just 4 people a week. So if I miss you one week, then you'll be there on the next. But I am gonna notify everybody that you are in this video, that was in the video, so they can either comment and interact with everybody in the comments. This was a lot of fun, and it's always nice to see that even if people out there aren't making any money on art, they're still enjoying it. Because in the end of the day, money doesn't really give you happiness, maybe temporarily. But if you're happy doing what you're doing and you're not killing yourself doing it, then what is anybody to tell you that you shouldn't do it? Art is one of those things that make me happy, and it is a proven stress reliever. It is a proven, anxiety stopper. I know sometimes my anxiety can get kind of through the roof, and whenever I get down here at this desk and start drawing, I feel like a completely different person. So I'm happy that so many people participated, and that the support out there was truly humbling, and I can't wait to do this every week. This is so much fun. So definitely let me know in the comments down below, what would you like to see? Maybe see more of their pages. I had to break it up because some of the people sent in pictures, others just said, hey, link to my page. So that's why you saw the different setup here. But other than that, I had a ton of fun, and any input from you guys is definitely welcome. And I can't wait to see what else is coming in, especially after this video. So if you do want to submit, write in the comments. Or not in the comments. Man, my brain is fried. In the description, there's a new PO box. You can send in snail mail that way, or you can email at zodel1986@gmail.com. That's my email address. Send me a picture. I'll put it on there with all your social media links. And I will be doing a video down the road about the positives about starting with social media, because I tell you, social media is just like a whole nother job. Whenever I get done with a YouTube video, I'm linking it to my Reddit, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Even though I can't link the link on Instagram, I can actually just show a picture of the page, and it does help. And so I wanted to show a video about how important it is for artists to use social media, because I'll tell you one thing, if someone's not on social media, I don't think they exist. Sometimes it's nice to know that you can reach out to somebody directly, and I think that's the power of YouTube, is the fact that when I make a video, you can talk to me. And even if I don't respond right away, if I'm out and about at a convention, I will always get to you, and I do my best to reply to every comment, or at least leave a heart so you know that I saw it. If I don't respond right away, that's just me and out and about, because I am a dad. I do have another job, and I do conventions, and so I'm not always available. So that's why sometimes I'm recording all the way until 3 in the morning. That's my me time. But anyways, thanks everybody for watching, and hope to see some more submissions. And as always, I know this is getting corny, but I believe in it, and that is to keep it over 9,000, because just like when Vegeta saw Gohan get all mad that he's over 9,000, it's one of those things where you have to keep pushing. Ascend past Super Saiyan, go Super Saiyan Blue. If you're not into Dragon Ball, it's kind of like Superman going supernova. Keep pushing yourself, because your hard work will be seen, and in the end you're going to be a lot happier because you pushed yourself. So thank you so much for watching, and keep it over 9,000.
Get ready for the next battle.